soldier, them here to stay. We're here to stay. You can't move my army, no, no, no way. No way, no way. If you do also, don't test my name. Raising the bar, you won't overtake her. I'm a soldier, them here, we're here to stay. Come on.
What's up, everybody? Good morning and welcome to the meme stream. We're going to be talking about meme coins. I've had several people ask me to do a stream on meme coins, and I'm a little bit new to meme coins, so I brought somebody who has a little bit more experience on with me, the one and only Mr. Big A. Thank you, Big A, for co-hosting.
Thanks for having me. I mean, full disclosure, I'm not like a meme trading expert or anything.
Yeah, well, I'm like definitely new to the game for sure, but I've been doing all right with them. I started all with house money. I got the airdrops from Win and Jupiter, and I hadn't really traded any crypto until I got those airdrops, and I decided to just invest that back into meme coins since it was the new thing that everybody was talking about. And so far, I've done pretty well. I've been able to double my Myro. I got into Myro at 6 cents. And now, then I got into the Solana meme coins, the Taylor Swift cat coins, and now I'm moving into AVAX, thanks to your advice. And also, I think there's another chain I've been buying on Base, of course. Base is the one that has Chuck, and we got a special event here with Chuck. A lot of Chuck homies will be in the chat. We're going to be doing a joke off. Me and Big A are going to be deciding what the 4 best, funniest jokes in the chat are, and at the end of the stream, we'll do a poll and let you guys vote on who the winner is, and then I'll be sending the winner 10K Chuck out of my own bags. I think it's about 30 or 40 bucks worth of Chuck. So make sure you're original. Bring your best jokes, your best Chuck Norris jokes, or your best Chuck jokes in general, and I'll let Big A help me decide on which ones are the best. So Big A, I know you've been telling me a little bit about some of your wins, just so they know. You've been doing good on Kong and a couple other things. What have been your biggest W's so far in the meme game?
So my biggest one, I just knew it was a coin that was launched by, like, the level of experience needed on a meme coin launch, the bar is so low, so it was like a pretty mediocre NFT project that was behind it. So it was a team that kind of knew what they were doing, not some 15-year-old that just watched a YouTube video and launching a coin. So I got like 5 Avalanche worth, and then that went in like 10 hours to like 139. It was like a $283 to almost $7,800 run.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Did you like take it out after that, or did you leave a little bit in? What's your strategy on that?
Almost at the Pico top. I bought back in probably 25% on that first initial dip, and then I sold that 25% again at like a 80% gain. So I have probably like a $4,000 bag of Kong that is completely free.
That's awesome. And I saw that it dipped a little bit. I was thinking about getting into myself. We're going to talk a little bit about some AVAX coins. I see people in the chat saying that Big A's mic was low. That was my bad. I fixed it. It's good to go now. Let me say what's up to all my homies here. We got Mr. Alejandro in the house, a 2-year member of the channel. We got my moderator, Abdullah Arif, and I think Abdullah was wanting to get into the memes for the first time. So I'm going to be answering any questions you guys have. As you see, I got my Shuriken bot pulled up here. That's what I like to use to trade. I think Big A is the one who suggested it to me. Mo knows, and BE have also been using the Shuriken bot. I've got a link down in the description of this live stream if you guys want to get into Shuriken. One thing I was wondering about Shuriken, and maybe you have the answer to this, I'm not sure, but I've been doing the referrals last time I did a stream, and I've got like 14 referrals, but it says I haven't earned any money yet. How does that work? Does it like update once a month or anything?
As far as I know, it's per trade, but maybe like the people who download it just haven't used it. You know, it's for someone new, it could be a little daunting. A lot of people don't use Telegram. A lot of people don't use bots. A lot of people don't use like
a bunch of these crypto chains based and whatnot, especially, like the VV people that are in more like a centralized where it's, easy in. So the barriers for entry are a lot easier. Um, so that might be they're just hesitant to make that first buy. And like BE, who's got a lot of experience, he was also kind of nervous to do his first trade, but here we are, like in a couple of weeks, he's like trading on multiple chains with Telegram bots. Like I told him a month ago, did you think you'd be trading on multiple chains using the Telegram bot? It is easy. Like once you know what you're doing, it's not rocket science.
Yeah, I was the exact same way as BE. I was very hesitant. I don't like Telegram in general. I would not get on Telegram for nothing until I tried to get into all those P Diddy coins when P Diddy got arrested, and I was making good money on them. But I wasn't able to cash out with Radium because there was so many transactions happening at the same time, so much volatility that you wouldn't be able to cash your stuff out at the top. And that's when I decided that I definitely got to get into these bots because the bots will actually let you sell when you want to sell, and it saves you money. So if you guys need help setting up the bot or anything like that, let me know. And yeah, BE's getting into it too. He's the one who found this Snapcat, a new Snapcat coin that just released today on base. He said he found it on accident, but the chart looked good, so I jumped in, and so far I'm up a little bit on it. But shout out to General's in the chat. What's up, Mr. General? He is a Chuck homie as well. We got Simply Marvelous. Let's go. Says, what's the easiest way to buy Chuck? I live in New York. Yeah, New York has a lot of problems with crypto because they block everything. You should be able to do it with the Shuriken bot, but Uniswap is the main place where people are buying Chuck right now. Do you know if there's any other places to buy Chuck? Are you into Chuck, Big A?
Yeah. So I got in with you at the very beginning, and I sold for like an instant 2x because that's the cycle of these coins. They get like that initial pump, and then they get the big dump, and then you 50-50 from there. Like, is it ever coming back? Is it gonna die? Is it gonna get a second pump? And that's kind of the strategy I've been looking for, because to really make money on that initial pump, a lot of times you're just chasing and you're gonna lose money. So I like to catch a coin like it's had the initial pump, it's going back down, and see where it finds the bottom, and then kind of try and catch that reversal once it looks like it's kind of bottomed.
Yeah, I try to do that. It's tough to time it like that, but during my live stream on the launch, I was just like you. I was able to sell half of my bag of Chuck at the top, and then it went back down to the bottom, and I bought back in at the bottom. And so far from there, it's been going up. But lately, it's been going down because a lot of people look at meme coins as something to get in and get out of quickly, so it makes sense that it's going to be volatile. We got Simply Marvelous in the chat enjoying the music. Mario C is here, ready for some Chuck jokes. Yeah, anybody who wants to make some Chuck jokes, we're going to keep track of them. You got to be original, though. I know all the old Chuck Norris jokes, so if I see an old Chuck Norris joke, like when he does push-ups, he's actually pushing the earth down, stuff like that, it's not going to make the list. We got BE in the chat. Let's go. Mr. Tom's here. Denny OC, ahoy, ahoy. We got Splint. A lot of VV OGs. I don't know if all the VV people are getting into it. I know I saw people on Twitter saying that the new Chuck coin was just a bunch of VV peeps, but it really isn't, because I was in their Telegram. I mentioned Omi, and most of the people in there didn't even know what Omi was. So it's not like it's a VV community thing, but a lot of the VV people are getting into it, which is a good thing because a lot of those VV OGs have deep pockets. So it's good that they're getting into Chuck.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of VV people in it because it's funny. I was on Twitter yesterday. Biscuits, she's like, I'm muting everyone that, like, I think she was half joking. Everyone that's saying Chuck, because she keeps seeing it like everywhere on her timeline, and so there's a lot of like community, and that's what these coins are all about. Like, there's nothing like world-breaking technology behind them. Like, it's a community coin, and we all buy it. It goes up. That there's no rocket science, and there's a good community behind it. So I think it could do well.
Yeah, I think community is a big deal when it comes to these meme coins, because really there's no utility, so that's kind of the most important part of it. And it feels like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the meme coin started off with like Pepe and Doge over on the ETH chain. I don't know, does Doge have its own chain? And then they moved over to Solana. Solana's the new thing, but I'm starting to think that the Solana people are now moving to these other chains like AVAX, and then you got Injection's another one, and Manta. Are you into Injection and Manta yet?
Effective protocol. No. Injective got away from me. It went from, I think, $8 to $53, and it pulled back. It's Um, I don't know. There's so much in crypto. I've been in crypto 8 years, and it's really tough to like not try and chase everything. I did that like probably the first bull run. I tried to chase everything, and I chased it up, and then in 2018 I got wrecked. Um, but I did well because I didn't just a couple of people I know, they're like, oh, this crypto thing turned out to be a dud. I'm out of here, and didn't do anything. I was like, no, I think there's something here, and I kept buying. So I bought all the way down to like 3,200 on Bitcoin. Um, but it like uh an easy decision. It went down to like 6,000, and I had bought some at like 13. So I bought it. It held for a little bit at 6. So I bought there at 5,500. It held for like 3 months. I'm like, oh, well, this must be the bottom. So let's buy a couple more Bitcoins here. And then by December, it dropped down to like a $3,300 dip. And I bought big there, but I also bought like, this is high risk. I really feel like it's a 50-50 chance this thing could go to zero or like just hundreds of dollars. So it's one of those high risk, high reward. And it worked out. But I think we're like past that, where like, Bitcoin can go to zero fear.
Yeah.
The government is regulated, but that kind of got taken out with the ETFs. That was like the biggest fear.
Yeah.
So
I feel like Bitcoin is the new gold to a lot of these investors now. They're stacking it up, and they expect it to go higher and higher. And it seems like after the halving, it always pumps really hard. Are you expecting a big pump for Bitcoin after the halving?
um this cycle's been so weird because we got the all-time high cleared before the halving. And it's just so much came in. There's always been a narrative every bull run. This is now my third one. I came into the bear market before the 2017 bull run, and there was always I got into GPU mining, and it's like, now we're starting to get those institutional investors. They're coming. You're still early. It didn't feel early, but apparently it was. In 2020, you started getting like actual corporations buying. It's like, okay, we actually have institutional, but we're still early because the big guys haven't come in, the BlackRocks and whatnot. And then now we've had that, and that's super bullish, especially from a supply side. When you consider how much Bitcoin's being bought and how much is being produced, and that's about to be cut in half. So, I mean, I expect it. I would expect at least 120K minimum over the next year.
Dang, yeah,
That's
it makes sense because if you look at the history of all the Bitcoin halvings, it goes up quite a bit after the halving. So that's just a 2x. So I think you're right. That probably can happen. All right, let's check out some of these Chuck jokes. I'm trying to write them down, but it looks like there's a lot of them, so I don't want to put them all on here. Denny OC's got a good one here. It says, Chuck and Superman agreed to fight. The loser had to wear his underwear on the outside. That's original. That's what I like to see. Chuck and Superman agreed to fight. Like I said, we're at the end of the stream. We're going to pick out the top 4 funniest jokes, Chuck jokes, and then we're going to do a poll and let you guys pick the winner, and the winner will get 10K Chuck. Let's go. Shout out to Diddy OC's in the house. We got Rewind 2001 checking it out. Mr. Uno Sean's here. Uno Sean's the one that got me into Chuck. Appreciate that. He had a good one there. I think someone already said that one. Yeah, Denny. Oh no, that was Uno who said that. Okay, Uno says Chuck can parallel park a train, which I like that one. Let's go. Elmer J. Fuzz says Chuck to a buck. If Chuck does go to a buck, I might buy my own Aston Martin. Big A just got a new Aston Martin. So there's different levels to this. People like me and driving my 2006 Nissan Pathfinder, I'm putting in like $20 into these meme coins. Big A, he's probably putting in a little bit more. Like his unit is maybe 100 or something. How much do you put in when you find a new meme coin that you're not sure about?
not. It depends. But look, I here an hour ago.
Oh my goodness, look at it. Check it out, y'all. Aston Martin, red, beautiful. We weren't talking about NFTs, we're talking about an actual Aston Martin. Whew, that's real pretty. You been driving around a lot?
No, it literally just came like half an hour ago.
Oh wow. Dang.
It was, yeah, delivery like took forever. But yeah, I literally like drove it 2 feet forward into the driveway, and that was about it.
Nice. I'm assuming it's an automatic, right? They don't make manuals anymore.
Even no, no, no. They have a stick shift model that is super rare. So it's actually um pretty valuable. But this one I believe has a clutch. It's like my Ferrari had with the F1, where it's an actual clutch, but it's doing the shifting for you. And then you have the paddles where you can
Oh,
shift
gotcha.
too.
That is
Um,
pretty cool.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
but in meme coins, it depends what the play is. You know, if I'm going for a bigger coin, that I don't think's gonna do like a 2x overnight, I'm gonna go in with a little bit more size. And that's different. Size might be $50 for some people, it could be 5,000 for others. For me, because it's high risk, I do like 500 to 1,000. It's the most I like on something new. Something super high risk, I'm just trying to catch a reversal and I think I can get a quick 2-3x. I just go in like 50 to $250.
Nice.
Um,
Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. Like your $50
and,
to $200 is mine like 20 to $30 is what I'll put into something like that. And I've been rugged a few times lately too, trying to catch new stuff from the Dex Tools website where it shows new coins that have just dropped. I was trying to get into some of those. Almost all of them are rugs. I'm not doing that no more. I got honeypotted once. I got rugged 2 or 3 times. Luckily, I was only putting $5 to $7 into those. But that is not the way to go. The best way, and correct me if I'm wrong or tell me what your strategy is on this, but to find new meme coins to get into is pretty much to be in Telegram groups and the Discord groups and to check Twitter because you got to find it from somebody else. It's hard to find them on your own.
yeah, I'm in a few of those groups, and you gotta, but not everything you get is good. Like they threw one the other night. I put like almost 500 into it, and it was a honeypot. So
Oh, that's rough. Man, the honeypots are the worst because you sit there and watch your value go up, 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 but you can't take your money out. It's demoralizing.
and then when I looked at it, there were only buys, but the contract said on the little bottom where it does the coin check, it said honeypot no, blacklist no. Um, but apparently that wasn't correct. I looked at the Telegram. The Telegram had like 10 people in it. That was a red flag. The Twitter had like um, 2, 3 likes for each tweet. Um, so that should be like your protocol. Your when you're evaluating a meme coin, like you go to it, you see the price action, you see how much volume it's doing. Like if you haven't seen a buy in like 20 minutes on something that's pretty new, like hours new, that's a red flag. Like there's no volume there. It doesn't mean it's a scam or anything, but that also means like at any second, like people that were in early could just dump on you and send it all the way down. Um, what? What?
Yeah, 100%. Oh, you got a big old giant dog there.
He's not. It's Loki.
Oh my goodness, he's interested in some meme coins. He wants to buy some dog coins. He definitely needs some Chuck.
Okay.
All right, let me catch up with the chat and check out some of these Chuck jokes. I saw Nickel with a Chuck Norris joke. I know you pulled that off of the internet because he got Norris on there. It's supposed to be a Chuck joke, and then he did the old doesn't do push-ups. He does earth downs. So yeah, you got to be original though. Let's see what Captain Sugar Rush has for us. On the seventh day, God rested, and Chuck took over. I mean, that one's all right. We'll throw that on the list. Like I said, we're gonna come up with the top 4 funniest jokes, and then we're going to do a poll to see what you guys think. And it looks like there's a lot of them, so I don't know if I can type them all out, even though I type fast. I don't know if I type fast enough to keep up with all these. Chuck took over. Let me throw that on there, and let's keep going down a little bit. Shout out to Captain Sugar Rush for hanging out with us. Are we starting the jokes? We kind of are. What's up, C Spill? Tom says his poop coin took a 50% haircut. My pork coin took a 50% haircut last night, but then it came back up today. I've been holding pork for quite a while, hoping that one, it's the Pepe fork, hoping that one follows Pepe's lead and does really well. Alejandro says, be careful with the fake Chucks. There's one trending now, and there was another one that was doing better than the original Chuck that was released on the same day. So make sure you got the right contract address. So I have the Chuck contract address down in the description below. If you guys need help buying, just let me know.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
people like getting into meme coins that are not really crypto savvy, like that probably like scares them to death that like you could look up the coin you're looking for and get the wrong one and it's a rug pull. Because the fake Chuck was launched like 50 minutes after the real one, and it looked really good. But it looked really good because it was all like a honeypotted. They were just buying it up so that you'd FOMO in and they could pull the liquidity on you.
Yeah,
So
100%. Pepe's in the house. What's up, Pepe? He was hanging out with us in Uno Sean's Discord. Uno Sean's got a good Discord that has its own meme channels that I like to hang out with and find out about new meme coins in there. He said he's on the injection. So what chain are you got the most on right now when it comes to meme coins? Are you mostly in Solana, or have you moved everything or most of your stuff to base now?
me,
Yeah.
um, no, I barely have. So that would probably be my biggest regret. I faded Solana. I have literally maybe $1,000 of Solana. I just I just accepted I missed it. I'm not going to chase. So that's why I was looking for like the next best thing. But because I have so little, I have like almost no Solana meme coins, just very minimal. I have some NFTs, but base is where I've since the Chuck launching, I've been kind of looking on there and doing stuff there. But Avalanche has really been where I've been putting all my energy. You kind of have to find a niche and get really good at one thing instead of trying to like do everything. That's how you get wrecked if you try to do everything and chase everything. So I I it's not as active as base and Solana, but it looks like there's rotations. Like Solana was super hot for forever, and it looks like base is now heating up. Like the intention's moving, and it turns really quick too. And I think the next move is going to be to Avalanche. I mean, Avalanche has a robust meme community. They have Avalabs through Trader Joe had a meme coin rush where like they're actually giving extra rewards for staking for like the 10 of the top meme coins. So there's active investment from Avalabs into meme coins. So you actually have the people in control of the chain or that develop the chain investing in meme coins indirectly.
Nice.
So
Yeah, that's definitely
yeah.
bullish. Yeah, I just got into Avalanche coins yesterday. I bought a little bit of Cock in You, which I know everybody
Yep.
likes Cock, and then I got some of the that other one that I bought. Let me pull it back up, Kimbo, just because I like Kimbo Slice, but also it dipped really hard. I'm trying to find stuff that's dipping and it has a decent market value, a lot of holders. So I went ahead
Yeah.
and grabbed some of that Kimbo, and I'm up so far on both of those.
Yeah, I mean, any of those top ones. Actually, what kind of got me into meme coins was so I hold a bunch of like Dokios. Those are Avalanche NFTs.
Oh,
Um, Probably like the Bored Ape of um of Avalanche, but they're not price wise because they're only like 12 to 1,500 each. But they dropped all the holders on that and steady. They dropped the holders like a little bit of no chill. AVAX has no chill. The ticker's no chill, and that was like a month ago, or maybe 2 months ago. I don't know. But just one day I look at my wallet and I have like $1 of no chill. I'm like, I don't know what this is. Just leave it alone. Then the next day it was like $2. I'm like, okay, well, that's interesting. And then a week later it was like $12 and something. I'm like, okay, maybe I need to look into this meme coin stuff because like what is this?
yeah,
So
absolutely. I saw no chill myself. I was looking at that when I was looking at AVAX coins yesterday. It had a really high market cap, so I didn't get into it, but it looks like that's one of the top coins over there on AVAX. I know the top coin for me right now on base is Brett. Brett just keeps printing. If you look at the chart, it almost looks like the Bitcoin chart because it only goes up. And I've cashed out of Brett like so many times, and I still have money in there. I think I put 100 in there. I've cashed out at least 300, and I'm still at like around $100 worth of Brett. So I don't know if you have Brett or you've invested in Brett earlier, but that's a good one.
no, I like I said, I just started. Chuck was my first base purchase, and I I've been trading in and out of coins, but the majority of what I hold is just Chuck right now on base. Because I think it's gonna do slow and steady up. It looks like with the community. That's always a risk, but that's that's a little bit safer bet. But I also been playing, different coins on base and like 50-50. Some of them I'm just getting wrecked on, and other ones I'm doing really well.
Yeah, that's how I was with the Solana coins. Now with base, I'm trying to be a little bit more picky. I'm like you, my biggest bag is Chuck right now because I've already seen what it's done. I can tell that the community is really invested into it. They're rating other streams, rating other tweets, and they're really pumping it. And a lot of people have made big buys now. I've seen a lot of big buys come in, which means the whales are starting to get wind of it. So I think it's the one that could make me rich enough to buy my own Aston Martin one day. Who knows? Albonia says, can someone explain what Bitcoin is and why it's so valuable? Bitcoin is really kind of like its own meme coin because it doesn't really have any utility. However, now they're using it in certain countries, so maybe that's not the right way to describe it. But it's not like Ethereum, where Ethereum you can build stuff on the blockchain. It's just the fact that it's the king, it's the first, it's the most expensive or most valuable one, and it's the one that people know about. And now it's becoming an asset class in itself, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think some Bitcoin maxis might come after you for calling Bitcoin a meme.
Sorry about that. I mean, I got ordinals now, so I probably shouldn't say that.
All that happened because of the Stacks protocol and being able to build smart contracts on top of Bitcoin. But Bitcoin, what makes Bitcoin so valuable is you only have a 21 million coin supply. Like the millionaires in the U.S. can't own one Bitcoin each. Just the millionaires in the U.S., not in the world. There's just not enough to. There's not enough supply to go around. So, but it's also. I don't know. It's verifiable by blockchain. If there's a set supply, the supply has like a preset halving schedule. It's basically it's trustless is what it comes down to.
Right.
Like gold has value, but gold is one of the most abundant metals on Earth. Sure, a lot of it's like in micro pieces in the ocean and stuff, but it's not scarce. Bitcoin is scarce. There's only going to be 21 million, and 2 million is already estimated to be lost forever, maybe even more. So I don't know. I keep a significant portion of my investment holdings in Bitcoin, and I don't plan selling at least for 5-10 years, if ever.
Yeah, I plan on, if I start making some money off of these, some big money off of these meme coins, to just put it into Bitcoin and hold it to hand down to my kid one day. But I'm trying to catch up with the chat if I can. Shout out to OG Mertz is in the house. What's up, Mertz? Let's see. Abdullah says, I couldn't get any females, but ever since I bought Chuck, I get laid every day. I feel like that's cap. I could be wrong. You'd let them know about Chuck and they're getting excited about that. TomTom says he has a new coin called Poop. I don't know if he's capping, but I feel like he's capping on the poop. Pepe says, why did Chuck create humor? Because laughter is the best medicine, and he knew cat coins would need it. Hey, don't make fun of my cat coins. They've done well for me, and I like cats. Abdullah says, that's not good. By the time you decide to buy, all the bots have bought, and it's the top. You kind of got to time it. When that happened on the Chuck drop, if you guys saw my live stream, that seems to happen on a lot of these meme coins when they launch, especially ones that have been advertised a little bit before they launch. People are going to buy into it fast, and then a lot of these botters or whoever they are, they're going to sell, and then it's going to drop back down. It almost happens every time. But then from there, if it's a strong coin or it's got a good enough community, it slowly goes up the way that Chuck has. Uno Sean says, Chuck once uppercut a horse, and that's when the first giraffe was made. All right, that's one of my favorites so far. So let me put that on my list. I found a better way to put them on the list. I could just cut and paste. We'll go over this list at the end, though, so we can pick our top 4, and then we will put those top 4 into a poll. You guys can vote on which one's the best. Let me try to get this one. This one's from BE. Says, why did Chuck, the roundhouse kicking crypto canine, join the meme coin craze? Because he thought it was time to pause and reflect on his investment strategy. I don't know if that one's going to make the list. We'll throw it on there, though. I like it. Denny LC says Chuck went to the Virgin Islands. Now they are just the islands. Okay, this one is the second favorite one right there. I don't know if that's the original one, but that's a good one. I like it. What's up, Kaija? Thanks for hanging out. Says Chuck lost his virginity before his parents. How's that even physically possible? Okay, I'm throwing that on there. I like it. All right, all right. Omiya Powers in the house says Chuck brings the moon to him. I've seen that GIF. Maybe it's not a GIF. That meme picture that people have been posting on Twitter of Chuck grabbing the moon with a rope and bringing it to him. I like it. Albonia says,
Yeah.
what is the Chuck coin? Sorry, I got here late. Chuck coin is on the base blockchain. It's a new meme coin. It's kind of like a Chuck Norris based dog. If you see the picture on my thumbnail, join the Telegram. A lot of people in there got some cool memes about it, but it seems to have a really strong community. And I mean, I've gotten over 3x what I put in so far. Ivan the Terrible says, Chuck keeps the Pikachu in his Pokeball. What does that mean? Okay. BE says, why did Chuck start trading meme coins? Because he had a rough time on VV? Oh, didn't we all? Ivan the Terrible says, Chuck mines Bitcoin with paper and pencil. I like that one. Chuck mines Bitcoin with paper and pencil. They had another Chuck joke off on Twitter. My joke was that I came up with was the Bitcoin halving happens when Chuck roundhouse kicks the blockchain. Let's go. Ivan the Terrible says, Chuck is a meme coin, 3.4 million market cap. It went up to 5 million market cap for a while, a couple days ago. It's less than a week old. It donates to dog charities. Keep that in mind. It donates some of the proceeds to dog charities. It's the ultimate badass. He sees John Cena and talks about Fight Club. Yeah, even Chuck can see John Cena. Nobody else can see John Cena, but Chuck can. That's how badass he is. And apparently, a little bit of inside info here. I hear that they just signed a brand new promoter. They got some other stuff in the works. They said they got some surprises coming for Chuck and the community. So I think it's going to be a really cool ride to see what Chuck does from here. B says, where does Chuck like to hang out? On the roof of Chuck Norris's house. Abdullah says, Chuck doesn't need protection. Protection needs Chuck. That sounds like a Chuck Norris one, but I'll throw it on there because I haven't heard it before.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Elmer J. Fudd in the house. What's up, Elmer J. Fudd says, what do you get when you cross Chuck and a calculator? A meme token you can count on. Let's go.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. We're going to throw that one on the list. I got all you guys on the list. We'll do a vote at the end to see who wins. Nico says, Chuck doesn't dial the wrong number. You just answered the wrong phone. Nico's got some good ones. I feel like he's looking some of these up, but I could be wrong. Maybe he's just funny like that. BE says, why does Chuck go to the moon? Because he's had a rough time on Earth. Let's go. Tom says base is overhyped. Let me know what your thinking is on that. Do you think you should be sticking to Solana meme coins? Or you should be moving on to the next chain, which could be Injection, and it could be Manta. I always forget the name of Manta, but I hear the coin to buy on Manta is Kuma, if I'm not mistaken, and Kuma is like the Brett of base.
Yeah.
That might be the good one. Do you have anything over on Manta yet?
Just Kuma. But it's hard to like keep track of like all these different chains and whatnot. But and then each chain has like its own decentralized exchange. So it's daunting for like someone just never really done a lot in crypto, but once you kind of get the basics down, it's not too difficult, especially if you have someone kind of like handhold you through the first few times, then it gets pretty easy.
Yeah, I was scared to get into base because I thought it was going to be super complicated, but it ended up being really easy. You can just add the network to your MetaMask, and then you just trade it the same as you would Solana meme coins.
Yeah, I like the Telegram bot so much. I use the Telegram bot.
Yeah, it makes it easy. I use it for trading Solana meme coins, base meme coins, and AVAX meme coins. You can use all of them. You just need to create wallets. I think you said you use the Shuriken wallets, don't you?
Yeah. So like I make a new wallet on there, and then I export the private key to my MetaMask. So I have basically the wallet on my Telegram, but I also have a copy of the wallet on my MetaMask. So if I want to put money in and out, I can just do it internally on MetaMask, just swapping money in and out. That makes it super easy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then Phantom wallet, I imported the Shuriken, like you say Shuriken, wallet to the Phantom, so I have a copy of it, that one over there too.
Yeah, I'll show you how easy it is once you got the Shuriken bot on your Telegram. You can just click on wallets here, and then you'll see it right here. You click on whichever kind of wallet you want to have. Blast is another one I've heard a lot about. I haven't got into Blast yet. And then once you've connected a wallet, you can do some trading. I think Jackpot Jim must be one of those Bitcoin maxis. He did not like me calling Bitcoin a meme coin. I mean, my bad. I definitely shouldn't be saying with Big A here too, because he's big into Bitcoin. He made a lot off of Bitcoin. I'm just saying it doesn't do stuff that some of these newer chains do. That's all I'm saying.
Well, more like a store of value, which, you know, compared to like what the US dollar is doing, I think Bitcoin's averaging like a 40% a year return. Obviously, it has up and down years, but if you average it out over its existence, it's been like a 40% return. The US dollar is losing 2 to 5% every year. So um, it's a viable store of value, although risky, you know. But I think we've gotten past a lot of the higher risk times. I think it's now a lot lower risk. And everyone should have a few percentages of their net worth in Bitcoin, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense, especially with institutional money coming in now and the ETFs approved. That almost I don't know the word for it, but it makes it, I want to say it's regulation, but it makes it more viable to where the big dogs, the really big dogs, are not scared to get into it. Tony Dolce is talking about Topps Candy NFTs. Do they have Topps? Is it technically Topps? I know they have MLB Candy NFTs. I don't know if it's necessarily Topps. I do have some Topps NFTs on Wax when they first did their drop like 3 years ago, but they never did a second drop, and then Topps moved to another chain. I've been wanting to get some Shohei Ohtani NFTs, but they're already super high priced. So as of right now, I haven't got into the baseball on Candy yet. I still got my NBA Top Shots though. I still got quite a few. BE says diamonds are not scarce either. Carbon is one of the most abundant elements in the universe. So why are they so valuable? Yeah, interesting. Tom Thompson. Sorry, go ahead.
There's a diamond cabal that like controls the supply.
Yeah, they made a movie about that with Leonardo da Vinci, or not Leonardo DiCaprio. I haven't watched it yet, but yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it.
That was pretty spot on with the beers, and they take a lot of the diamonds off the market to keep the market scarce. So, but and they convinced everyone that, like, you know, this is the rock you need to have on your finger. Because, you know, my next door neighbor has like a high-end antiques jewelry store, and you see a lot of the older rings. They're like rubies, sapphires, Ceylon sapphires. It wasn't all diamonds,
Right.
and that was the stuff that's like 100 years ago. So,
That's kind of like bullish for crypto because, you know, these high-end companies can't control the supply the way they do on stuff like diamonds. It's the way they do on stuff like gold. It's kind of like we have as much control as they do. People that, you know, down your block could be mining Bitcoin for all we know, and these other cryptos they can mine as well. Luke Gordon says market cap of Bitcoin at 100K is like 2.1 trillion though. How much higher do you guys think it could go? I'll defer over to Big A. What do you think?
I mean, look at the market cap for the US dollar. I mean, this could be on track to be a world currency. You have like actual countries like El Salvador using it as currency. Argentina with the new guy, he's, I think, proposing integrating Bitcoin in. So, you know, it a lot higher. It could go a lot higher. Of course, you know, do we get the 20x that we got between the previous bull run low and then the last bull run high? Maybe not. No. But, you know, it's a slow and steady up on Bitcoin. So you're not going to get, if you only have, you know, a couple $1,000s to invest, you're not going to get rich on Bitcoin in a year or two. That's the bottom line. So if you have, you know, you're 20, 25 years old and you just want to put something towards your retirement, yeah, by the time in 30 years when you're at retirement age, then, you know, you probably have a lot of money there for like a very small investment. So it just depends on what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people that are in the finance game that are not the type of people that would have been into crypto or talking about crypto at all, even Bitcoin 5 years ago, are now saying like that's the one to hold on to for long-term wealth. Scaforo says, "What is Chuck's ID? Can't find it. The contract ID for Chuck." I figured people would be asking that, so I'll put it in the description. If you want to check it out in the description of this live stream, you'll be able to find it there. BE just dumped all his poop coins this morning. Don't dump your poop coins. We like poop coins. Wop Mammoth's in the house. What's up, Chuck? That's the joke. I don't know if that's going to make the list, but I like it. What's up, Wop Mammoth? Thanks for hanging out with us. Where are my jokes? I got a list of jokes that made the list. I mean, some of yours didn't make the list, BE, but most of them did. Luke Gordon says, when Chuck Norris does push-ups, he's not lifting himself up. He's pushing the earth down. I mentioned that one before we went live. I've seen it 2 or 3 times in the chat. We got to be original, although that is a funny joke. The one the Chuck Norris joke I never got, I never understood, is behind Chuck Norris's beard is another fist. And everybody said that was so funny, and I really don't understand why that's funny. I don't know. Maybe somebody needs to explain it to me. What's up? Tucson's in the house. He's probably going to be flooding. He says all the value in a meme coin is from the greater fool theory. Isn't that the same with currency, like the dollar? He says my buddy got a karate lesson once from Chuck Norris, like back in the 70s, and now he's a black belt, right? That's the end of that joke. Assassino says Chuck Norris doesn't flush the toilet. He scares the out of it. Yeah, but you said Chuck Norris, so I feel like you might have stole that one. But I'm going to throw it on the list. I like it. I haven't heard that one before. We got a list of Chuck jokes here. At the end of the stream, we're going to do a poll of the top 4 Chuck jokes, and we're going to let you guys vote on them and decide which one's the best. Split says Chuck's ass wipes the paper after a dump. Oh, that's messed up. That's kind of gross, but I like it. What's up, Shadow Trades in the house? Says I sub only to tell you to stop it with the because it's dumb AF. Check out this mean pork. Do I do a lot of ums and ahs? I thought I didn't do much ums. Maybe I do some ums. I've always tried to cut out my ums. I noticed when I first started making YouTube videos that I said too much, but now when I live stream, it's hard for me to tell. I'll try not to so much. I'll apologize. Stan says, is this channel recommending on the Solana Chapter 2 phone? What do you think about those Solana phones? Do you own one, and do you think they're good investments?
So, like, the first Solana phone was the deal with the century, apparently, with all the airdrops it got. Thousands of dollars in airdrops, and I think it launched 400 and something was the launch price, and then, but instantly, like in a couple of months, you could sell them on eBay for 3,000-4,000. But now they're getting tons of they're getting white lists for NFTs. They got the MARMS white list. They got a bunch of airdrops. But Solana 2 phone, I didn't buy one because the delivery wasn't until 2025. I mean, what the market's doing now, what's going to be doing a year from now, could be 2 completely different things, and all the good stuff's going to the Solana 1 phone. But I saw that someone's given like a $300 airdrop to the Solana 2 phones. I don't know if that for people who already have them, which I don't know if anyone does already have them, or do you get like an account just for having the order? So I don't know the inner workings of it. But no, I don't.
Somebody in my Discord, I don't know if they ordered it or they got it already, but they have the Solana 2 phone, and they got an airdrop just recently because of it. So they are getting airdrops. BE
Just
says,
this week.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, just what you were saying. They got an airdrop that was, I think, like $300 at the airdrop.
I know one of the airdrops I think that the Solana 1 phone got was IQ50, and I went ahead and bought some IQ50, even though I don't have a phone. I didn't get the airdrop, but I went ahead and bought some IQ50, and it went up for me at first, but I ended up going back down. So right now I think I'm like even on it. Haven't like cashed out any of it. BE says, why did Chuck the Crane meme go to the moon? To prove he's not just barking up the wrong tree. He's aiming for the stars. I mean, it's a little corny, but I like it. It's on my list. Tucson says, good guys wear black. What does that mean? Be careful using the bots to trade tokens. Please look into what bots are capable of. Is that something we should be worried about, Big A? I know that I'm using a burner wallet, but still, should I feel safe using the Telegram bot, Shuriken?
I mean, nothing's 100% safe, but I mean, the Shuriken bot's a pretty established bot, and a lot of the top people trading 7 figures use it, and they feel comfortable on it. But you know, like everything, it's on a separate wallet. I didn't import a wallet to it, so it's on its own wallet. So it's walled off if anything goes wrong with it, and anything I put in there, I'm okay with losing. So, I mean, you can use it to trade, and then instantly, like if you've imported that wallet to like your MetaMask, you can swap it to it, take it out of that account right away if you don't feel comfortable with it. So, but nothing has come out publicly that would lead people to believe there's any issue with the Unibot or the Shuriken bot.
Right, if you make a big gain, then yeah, go ahead and take it out of that bot and put it into, your main wallet. And you should feel a little safer there. I usually trade with about $200 at a time. If I get up to like 500 or 600, I'm gonna export that either to my main wallet or put it into something like Photo Finish, or probably buy some more pork because I'm a degen. Tucson says Wozniak. Steve Wozniak did say a long time ago that ETH does something, man. See, that's what was my whole point, was Bitcoin doesn't do anything, ETH does something. But now at this point, Bitcoin is beginning to have its own utility. Even El Salvador's using it.
Because of stacks, now you can do smart contracts on. That's where ordinals came from.
Right.
You can smart contracts on Bitcoin, but you're never going to get that adoption because it's like 7 transactions a second on Bitcoin. There's just not enough speed to for the huge traffic that would come.
I know when I was selling my Bitcoin pandas, they took like 30 minutes to buy one and took like 30 minutes to sell one. I was like, man, this is really slow.
and then you can get front run on those. They can outbid you with gas and whatnot. So
yeah, I don't like that. I don't like gas fees on Ethereum either. That's why I think Solana is becoming more popular, and now Avalanche as well, and a few other chains, because they have the speed and they don't have the giant gas fees that nobody likes. Shadow Trade says all money or currency are just memes, bro. Chill, life is a meme, so meme away. That's what I feel about it too. The US dollar's a meme. It's its own meme coin. Abdullah says, Chuck joke, why isn't there any VV marketing happening? Because David Yu spends all the funds on Chuck. I'm putting that on the list. I like it. You got to be a VV member of the VV fam to get that one, but that makes sense. Where's the marketing going for VV? David Yu spent all the money on Chuck. No wonder it pumped. Denny OC says Bitcoin is a good hedge against inflation, kind of like gold. Yep, absolutely. Bitcoin has shown no evidence that it is a hedge against inflation. All right, so Tucson disagrees with that. I've heard other financial analysts say that, though, that Bitcoin is a good hedge against inflation. Shadow Trade. Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't see the comment. He said it's no evidence that it's a hedge against inflation. I mean, you have go back 10 years. What has Bitcoin done in value, and what has the dollar done in value over the past 10 years? I believe the dollar is like negative 23%, and Bitcoin's plus like 13,000% or something like that. So, I mean, the data would say otherwise, I would say.
Yeah, that's the evidence right there. Yeah, I noticed Bitcoin has been dumping a little bit. I think historically it dumps a little bit before the halving and then goes up afterwards, but I haven't followed it that much. That was just a little bit of a couple YouTube videos that I saw about what to expect with the halving. Is that usually what happens, Big A? It dumps a little bit before the halving and then goes up afterwards?
Yeah, a lot of times I'm trying to remember the previous halvings. I've been through a bunch of them. It kind of dumps like around the time of the halving. It's because crypto likes to be a lot of like buy the rumor, sell the news type thing. So you get that dump, and then usually the pump isn't immediate. It's normally like a couple of months after. That's why it was kind of off guard to see pumped highs.
Yeah, I got a new all-time high before the halving. A lot of people were mentioning that was kind of strange.
Well, this is to grab my car. I'm gonna have to offer, and then
Perfect.
I can come right back.
Yep, no problem. It'll give me time to catch up with the chat.
All right.
All right, he is switching out his old car with his new car like a boss. So I'm going to be catching up with the chat. Tom says it's so easy. All the chains have swaps. Now I'm just nervous about saying and too much. You can swap on wallets like Solana. You use Phantom Wallet. I got airdrop tons of coins on Phantom Wallet, and I own tons of Solana and Jupiter and Myro, etc. That's a good point. That's what I did in the beginning. The reason I got those airdrops for Jupiter and Win was because I was doing a little bit of trading on my PFPs for Photo Finish Live, which is a horse racing game on Solana. A really cool horse racing game if you guys haven't checked it out yet. But because I had bought and sold some of those PFPs and had moved my crown a little bit, which is their cryptocurrency, that's what earned me those airdrops. So you can do a lot of the swapping through the wallets themselves. If you're swapping like base stuff, though, I think you have to pay the gas fees. You got to pay it with the bot anyway. Tucson says, and a diamond is just a piece of coal. They're nice because their clear rocks are the rarest. I'm not a diamond owner, so I don't know a ton about it. BE knows a little bit about it. He says D Beers closes down that diamond mine in Arkansas in the 1920s. I'm gonna have to go watch that Blood Diamonds movie today. Never did watch that. Bitcoin is definitely going up, whereas your spending power of the dollar has not. Exactly a good hedge against inflation. People have always loved the semi-precious stones too. Bitcoin is sort of like UTC. No trans. What do you mean by UTC? I should probably know that, but I'm not sure what you mean by UTC. Didn't know this is a Big A. Yeah, that's Big A. Big A is the man. That's why I got him on here. He knows a little bit about it. He's let's see. He has a really small ego, so he won't brag about all his gains and how well he does in crypto. But while he's not on the stream right now, I'll brag for him. He's a killer. He's given me some good coins. I could actually show you some coins that I've been making money off of recently. There's one in particular that could do well today. I don't want to like pump my bags or anything, but I have like $30 worth of this. Like I have a very, very small bag. But there is a Solana coin called Pundu, Pundu, if I can pull up there we go. And they are releasing a game tomorrow, and it's called Pundu Go, and it's supposed to be kind of like Pokemon Go. So I'm expecting this, and it's in the green now, expecting this one to probably go up a little bit. Pundu. And if you check out their Twitter, you'll see that they got this new game coming out. It looks like it could be a little ghetto. I haven't seen any gameplay yet, and it's been dipping recently. See if you guys can see that all right. Let me pull that up. Let me put it to the 1 minute and then the 5 day. See, I got this so small right now. See if I can pull this over here. There we go, 5 day. And you can see a little bit better what the chart looks like. And that's Pundu, and it's on a dip, so I feel like that could be a good one to get into. Bowden, like some of these political memes coins have been doing really well. Joe Bowden's still been going up. I think that Trump coin's been going up a lot. Jim Finder's another one on Solana that I've had a bag for a little bit, and it just recently pumped, I guess last night or this morning. It's starting to go back down today. Let's see what Luke Gordon's talking about. He says, but US dollar is a reserve currency and it's a store of value. Crypto is volatile. It's hard for it. I mean, is Bitcoin really volatile at this point? It's hard for it to be a solid store of value. With that logic, though, if you bought Bitcoin today, it would appreciate. So over 100K in the future, we'll have to get Big A back to speak on that. We got Captain Obvious in the chat. Let's go. I've been trying to get on. I've got it pulled up right here. This new thing that Captain Obvious has been into, which is it's a social media platform that is deregulated. Let me see what it's called. Farcaster. You guys into Farcaster yet? I've been trying to get into it, but you have to put a little money into it and you have to do it through mobile, and I don't keep any of my wallets on my mobile. That's what's slowing me down. But here we go with BE. BE's got a lot of entries. He says, put it back up here. I'm trying to cut and paste it. Why did Chuck the meme coin think he was a better poker player than Tucson? Because he could bluff with the roundhouse kick and raise the wolf. I mean, I gotta agree with that one. That's tough right there. Shout out to BE with his rivalry with Tucson. Everybody has a rivalry with Tucson. Sorry, US dollar is not a store of value. If you saved $100 10 years ago, it ain't buying the same then as of now. That's a good point. Didn't trade currency ever either. We got C Spill says Cap Chuck in had a stunt double. Cap Chuck in had a stunt double, and his name is Chuck the dog, right? I don't claim to be a great poker player. I just like to play. All right, come on, guys. Uno Sean says the Solana phone 2 has been a great decision. So many airdrops that have already paid for the phone. Have you got yours delivered yet, Uno Sean? Because I know Big A was saying they don't come out till 2025. But yeah, people are already getting airdrops for that. People are saying it's too late, but it's just beginning. I want to get me a Solana phone. Tom says I get airdrops all the time. How you do that? Knock knock. Who's there? Chuck. Chuck who? Chuck you, bruh. Chuck you. BE says Tucson. Okay, we're gonna chill with that one. Chuck Norris counted to infinity twice. I saw that a second ago. That's a good one. I like it. I don't know if it's original or not, but I've never heard it before. Chuck my kick. I think somebody else already said that. I'm gonna put it in there. Wait. Didn't someone already? Yeah, right here. Uno Sean said that one. Uno Sean beat you to that one, Tito 420. It must not be original if y'all both came up with the same one. BE says, why does Chuck, the roundhouse kicking coin, think Big A is a better poker player than... Oh my goodness. I'm gonna chill with the rivalry in the chat. Chuck can kill 2 stones with 1 bird. Are you looking these up, Tito 420? Either that, you're a good joke writer. BE says, wait until we have all electric cars. The dollar will have even less value. The dollar is used to buy oil in the world. That's true, but are they ever going to let us go to straight energy that isn't oil based? I don't think so. They control the politics. Shadow Trade says, bro, I'm in a 100x Bitcoin short from 71,200, so I ate the dump. I like the dump. I need to figure out how longs and shorts work. I really don't know how that works. I want to get into it because I hear people making good money off of those. Daniel C says, what would you have rather done if you put $100 under your bed 10 years ago or buy $100 worth of Bitcoin 10 years ago? Psh, definitely buy $100 worth of Bitcoin 10 years ago. You'd be balling right now. How much is Chuck trading for today? That's a good question. It went up to a 5 million market cap and then it came back down after that. It's been sitting at like a 3.5 million market cap. Let's pull it up real quick. Chuck, it's in the red. I feel like with a lot of these coins, people just want to get in and get out so fast. Not a lot of people are diamond handing stuff, but since they have such a good, strong community, maybe you'll get more diamond hands. You can see somebody just took out 72K, 1,800, and then 3 different people, actually the same person 3 times, bought $1,000 worth. So we're at a 3.3 mil market cap. You can see what the chart looks like if I put it over here a little bit better. That was the initial launch right there. It pumped all the way up to here, and then it came back down to there, and since then it's been moving up, but recently it's been dropping a little bit. Need to get a little hype going on it. But he says, why did Chuck the meme coin choose the base blockchain? Because he wanted a positively solid foundation for his fetch-tastic transactions. All right, I like it. Big A is good and super nice. He is super nice. Cosmos ecosystem is going to 10x. Cosmos. Oh, that's its own ecosystem. That's not one I heard of. Can you post the wallet in Discord? Dolce for Pundu? I can find it for you. Pundu's on Solana. I got into it, I would say a week ago. Kind of anticipating this new game launch. How about I post the contract address for you? I guess you can't get it out of my chat, so I'll try to... Do I have my Discord pulled up? Alright, I'll post it in the general chat of my Discord. Let me make sure that people know what I'm posting here. Put Pundu in here. Big A will be back here in a second and he'll help me decide a winner on the joke off. Right now he's changing out his old car for his new Aston Martin. Boom shakalaka. Alright, it's in my general chat. Why did Chuck the meme coin choose it? Because he wanted a rock solid foundation for his transactions, just like a well-formed, poop. Right on. Tom says ADA ecosystem is interesting. Does Cardano have meme coins? I remember there was a lot of talk about Cardano when I first got into NFTs and crypto. It's interesting, but I don't see it moving until later on this year. Token is good. NFT books. Oh, they got NFT books. You know how Tucson feels about losing in poker? Yeah, Alejandro always wins. Luke says Bitcoin is like relatively stable because there's a huge amount of volume daily, so you never have to worry about selling it really. But if Bitcoin went up or down in retrospect, we would justify it. But what happens whenever you can't mine any more Bitcoin? And then the big institutions start buying up the supply. I don't know. I feel like price is going to really pump then. Here we go with BE with another one. Why did Chuck the canine meme coin poop on another meme coin? Because he wanted to leave them in the deuced. He's not just barking up the wrong blockchain. He's marking his territory. All right, I'm going to throw you on the list for that one, BE. Do you have ChatGPT writing these for you? All right, let's go. Let's talk memes. We're talking memes. I'm going to show you some of the memes I'm holding. I don't want to pump any of my own bags. Really, my biggest bag is Chuck anyway. It is a reserve currency. It is the most globally traded currency as well. China makes deals in USD. That's why it's a store of value. And it used to be like the main currency around the world, but they're starting to change that now with the new BRICS alliance or something, where they're wanting to move away from using USD to trade oil and things like that. Poopcoin is no joke. It's the funniest name. Is that what it's actually called? Poop? Tom, give me a contract address. I want to look at it. Wow, Rex says, have you been sniping tokens before being listed on DEX? No. How do you do that? I feel like you got to have inside info to do that. I'm not in any of these whale groups to get all the good inside info. I get my inside info from like Uno, Chann, and Big A. BE says, why is Chuck the Canine shutting down all the other meme coins? Because he's not just a bark in the park. He's a rough competitor who's here to pause the game and fetch the crown. It's a lot of good wordplay right there. I like it. All right, we'll throw you on the list again. BE's going hard with these. I feel like it's a little chat GPT assisted, but I could be wrong. TomTom says, Poop Coin is new. It's on Uniswap and Ascend. And now Ascend, where Ecomi is, that was the reason I got money on Ascend because of Ecomi. Oh, okay. Ascendex, then I guess is what you're talking about.
Okay.
Big A is back. What's up, Big A?
Not too much. They didn't like give me any heads up like what time they were coming. I'm like, oh, we'll be there in 20 minutes.
So they just picked up your old car and took it away? Did you sell it or something?
Yeah, I did. I traded it in. I was just gonna go dump it at CarMax, but I don't have to pay the taxes on that difference.
Nice.
So yeah, so like the 50,000 you don't have to pay taxes on compared to selling at CarMax, and then you have to pay tax on the full amount.
Yeah, that's a good deal. Just trade it in and take it off the price of the Aston Martin, I'm assuming. Luke says, didn't you see that's like time of value of money, not demonstrating store value? Are the fluctuations right now due to more supply being added? I think it's more due to uncertainty of the future. I'm trying to catch up with the chat real quick. We're almost there. I think we almost caught up. TomTom says, every chain has memes. Mostly I use memes to buy LP tokens and pool and get a lot of APR. What does that even mean? What's LP tokens? Do you know?
Liquidity provider, like liquidity pools, trading pools. Provide liquidity for a coin, which you have to put both sides in. So if you wanted to, you can do it right now for Chuck. Go make a liquidity pool on Uniswap, and base is on Uniswap, right? Yeah. And basically you have to put an equal amount of Chuck and base Ethereum, and you get every time there's a trade that happens that uses your liquidity, you get like a small percentage of those fees.
So, oh, interesting. I didn't even know that was a thing. That's cool that you could do that.
Yeah, that's was a good way to make money on certain coins, or long term, especially like if they're stable pairs that the price stays not huge moves up or moves down. Stop crying. Stop crying.
Luke wants to know, is there a risk to LP?
I mean, your risk is that you're not in control of your liquidity while it's staked. It's in that pool. So, I mean, it's 99.9999% safe. It's like Uniswap liquidity, but I in crypto I would hate to say anything's 100%, but liquidity, it's pretty safe. I mean, but there's also like what's going on. So if I put, just to make it simple, 50 Chuck and 50 ETH in a liquidity pool, obviously those numbers are crazy. As people sell Chuck, you're buying their Chuck and using your ETH, and vice versa. As they're buying Chuck, you're selling them your Chuck and getting the ETH. So like if you get wild swings, you can go all the way out of the 50 that you gave them, and then if the price is crashing, that could leave you not in a good position. So it's better on coins that are a little bit more stable to avoid that. But also you can set the limits of where to do trades and stop. My dog's a big baby. I'm usually on the sofa where like he can be right next to me, so
right.
2 feet off the ground is upsetting to him. Okay,
my cats do the same thing. Trust me, my cats will jump up on my computer while I'm streaming and reset it, so I know exactly how you feel. Let me catch up with the with the chat a little bit more. Mario C is enjoying the jokes. Gangster thinks that BE is using Chat GPT. Let's check his next joke and see what it is. Why is the Chuck the K9 meme coin so strong? Because he's not just fetching returns, he's lifting wallets with his superpowers. Yeah, I feel like it's a little Chat GPT-ish, but I could be wrong. Maybe he's just really good with wordplay. Tom says, pools are DeFi. Every chain has pools. LP tokens are pairing two tokens together to get trading fees from people who buy on swaps. Exactly. That's a good explanation of it. We got Shelby Cobra in the chat. Let's go. Shelby Cobra's got the partner statue badge. Isn't Loki the name of your dog?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows your dog. Poor Loki. Sir Dreadlife says, I got brother not too long ago on the Theta chain. T-Pool, T-Fuel pair. The validator were taking out more rewards than they should have. Can you translate what that means?
Say that one time.
Not too long ago on the Theta chain, T-Pool, T-Fuel pair, the validator were taking out more rewards than they should have.
Man, I haven't in a while. The validator is the one that approves and the transactions and gives the fees and whatnot, but I'm not sure.
So they're taking out more rewards than they should have. I would have been mad if that was happening to me, but luckily I don't know what it means, so I never will be in that position. Denny OC says, but look at that face. How are you going to say no to that? I know it is a cute dog. Very cute dog. His name's Loki, though, so now I'm kind of scared that he's a villain. Tom says, poop is on base. You're going to feel pooped if you don't get now. You're buying more now. I mean, if you really like poop that much, then get you some poop. I just got me some cock the other day, so I'm down to buy anything, apparently. Sir Dreadlife says, got rug dictation on iPhone sucks, really, with that Solana of phone when Tesla phone. Okay, so that's why we didn't figure out exactly what he was saying. A little bit of correction, maybe. All right, let me show you guys some meme coins. I know people were wanting to see some actual meme coins that we're getting into. I mean, don't take my advice on any of these because I'm brand new to this. I've been doubling up on a couple of things, but I've also been losing my money on a few. What I like to do is if I put something like 20 or 30 bucks into a coin and it pumps to 2x, then I'll take out my original investment and the rest is house money and I'll just let that ride. All right, so Joe Biden is one I made money off of, but I don't have any more right now. And it seems to keep going up. That's one that's almost like a Bitcoin looking chart where it just goes up and up, little dips here and there. But the market cap is super high on it. That's why I haven't tried to get back in. 312 million market cap. And there's a Trump coin like that does really well. They even have a Kamala Harris. I haven't seen an RFK one, surprisingly. I'm sure it's out there somewhere, though. But if you're into politics, the political memes are starting to get hot with it being election season. SoulMail is one that somebody told me about. It's more of a utility coin than it is a meme coin because there is some type of software that goes with it or a website. It's down right now, but I've made some money off of that and I've been able to cash out. I told you guys about Pundu a second ago. They got a new game coming out called Pundu Go and it releases tomorrow. So I was thinking it would pump a little bit today. It's in the green, but it's dipped really hard over the last couple of days. Maybe that's one of those cases of buying the rumor and selling the news. I'm sorry on the uhs. I had to think for a second. Book of Memes, I think, is one of the top 10 meme coins right now, or top 20 meme coins. I made some money off of that. Unfortunately, though, I sold my entire bag, which I don't do anymore. I always keep a little bit. They call it a moon bag just in case it pumps again. But Book of Meme is it's on a little bit of a dip now. It might be one to get into. Gem Finder is a utility coin, and Gem Finder is something that people have actually been using to find meme coins. You know much about Gem Finder, Big A?
I haven't used it. I've heard people use it, but what I'm looking for, I have like my own little system, but maybe I need to like expand it and try other things, like Gem Finder.
It seems like you're doing pretty well with your system, whatever it is. Excuse me. There's Ducky, which is Noah's coin. This one I actually promoted. They paid me to do a little bit of promotion for it. I streamed the launch. I was kind of worried about it because it went way down, but then it started pumping back up again. This one has probably a small market cap. Yeah, a very, very small market cap. Less than 200 holders, less than 10K market cap. If you're interested in getting to Ducky, I would join Uno Sean's Discord and see what Noah's talking about with it. Maybe join their Telegram, see what they have planned, because that one is really cheap right now. And then sorry, go ahead.
When it gets that low of a market cap, like it's the highest risk reward possibility, and it can be crazy, because it just a couple of $100 in buy will just push the price up really high. I mean, $1,000 could give you like an 80% up. So really only like 5, 10 people need to go in and buy it, and then everyone's sitting like on huge profits. But then, if no one continues to buy, then it's everyone rush to the door who can dump last. So
That's the type of thing you don't want to put a whole lot of money into, but that's also how I made a lot in the beginning with this coin right here, Taylor Swift's cat Liv, which is short for Olivia. You can see the market cap is like 15K, and it was, I think, even less whenever I put in $100, and that pumped all the way to 1,500. By the time I sold it was down to like 800. But it's coins like that that can really make you a lot of money, but they have a good chance of not making any money, losing that money that you initially put in. Dibble's another one that's Taylor Swift's cat that I made money off of, and then I kept a little tiny bag of both of these, and they actually pumped again yesterday randomly, and I was able to withdraw an extra $20 of profit from Liv yesterday that I didn't even expect to get. But those are all Solana meme coins. I'm kind of really getting into Avalanche right now, but I'm also getting into the base stuff. Brett, like I mentioned before, has been really good for me. I put in about 100. I've already cashed out like 300, and I still have about $80 worth because it just keeps going up. If you zoom out, it looks like a Bitcoin chart. It just goes up, up, up. Roost is one I saw a lot of people talking about on Twitter, saying that it was a good one to get into. So I looked at it, and when I looked at it, it had a really big dip. So I like buying the dips. I bought the dip on that one, and I've been able to cash out my initial investment into it. And from there, I'm just kind of keeping my eye on it. Of course, Chuck is the new one, less than a week old. It went all the way up to a 5 mil market cap. It's down to 3.4 mil. So I feel like this is a good one to buy the dip on, especially with a lot of promotions that haven't happened yet, are going to happen in the future. I'll get rid of that. All right. And then there's a couple other base coins I like. Snapchat is the one BE just found on accident today. I jumped into it. It just released today, and so far it's just been going up. Hopefully this ain't a honeypot or something. I haven't tried to cash out, but as of right now, it's looking pretty good. Snapcat. I haven't done any research on it because I was starting up the live stream.
yeah.
And then the one Big A told me the other day about Schrodinger, which is Dinger. I went in when he told me about it. I doubled up, so I took out my initial investment like I like to do. And from there, I held my bag, and I think I've already cashed out another $40 from it, and it's been going up and down, but this is one with a really low market cap. So like he was talking about, you got a chance of getting a lot of gains on this one. How did you find Dinger? Is this one that you were just looking at the charts and ended up running into?
So a lot of times I'll look. So I'm not going to chase that initial pump because unless like you were there when the the Twitter announcement with the address, hey, we're live. Unless you're there ready for it and know it's not a rug pull, it's really hard to make. So I wait for that initial pump to get dumped and look for reversal. So I like to look at coins that are like positive for the 24 hours just released, but are like 40, 50, 60% down in the past hour, but the 5 minute has turned to 0, green, -1. Like it looks like it's not continuing to dump. And just look for like pattern reversals there. And then I'll go in and then kind of gauge how much volume. I'll look at the telegrams. I'll look at the Twitter. How many Twitter likes are they getting? Are the Telegram people like still trying to push it up, or like everyone's just Xing out of the chat and there's no activity? So that's kind of what I've been for like the short-term trades, which I'm doing kind of just for fun. It's not like crazy money or anything. I still have like my long-term portfolio bags. The only thing I'm actively like putting a lot of capital into is Avalanche itself. I really believe like Avalanche is going to have that run that Solana had. You have the gaming narrative, you have Shrapnel, you have Off the Grid. Off the Grid is going to be on Xbox. I mean, it's going to be a Web3 game that you can actually play on Xbox, and that's huge. And the people playing it, from my understanding, don't have to participate in the Web3 part of it. It's kind of like optional. So like the people that like, oh, I'm not going to play this game because NFTs are a scam or whatever, they don't have to participate. But now that's what it says. But it was in the 40s.
Crap. All right, let's see if we got this back yet.
Yep, now it's 13. It's dropping.
Oh well. Alright guys, sorry about that. I tried to pull up that game, the Off the Grid game, which is really cool. A cool looking game that's going to be on PlayStation and is technically a Web3 game. Let me know if we're back in the chat. And yeah, it was too much to pull up during the stream. My bad. I should have known better. Sorry about that. I know a lot of people just left or no longer watching. That's fine. We're gonna still. Sorry, go ahead.
Am I still frozen? I'm still frozen. Looks like. Oh, there we go.
I think we're good. Let me know in the chat if we're good. We're back. All right. Yeah. Sorry about that. That's my fault. I do apologize. Should not try to bring up something that complicated. But as you can see, if you saw it before we crashed, that it's a really cool looking game. That it's a Web3 game that I didn't know it was going to be on Xbox, but I saw that it was definitely going to be on PlayStation. So this is like a mainstream game right there.
Yeah, vice versa. I heard it was going to be on Xbox. I didn't hear anything about PlayStation.
Nice. All right, let's go through the jokes real quick. You're going to have to help me, Big A, pick out the best 4 jokes. Whenever I read them, maybe just give me a thumbs up or thumbs down, and then we'll try to narrow them down that way. We're going to pick out the best 4 jokes. We're going to run a poll in the chat and let you guys decide who the winner is. The winner of the best Chuck joke will receive 10,000 Chuck today. All right, here we go. First one is Chuck doesn't make jokes, he allows jokes. That's an iffy one. We'll keep that as an iffy one. Denny says Chuck can gargle peanut butter. I don't really understand what that. I mean, yeah. All right, we're gonna take that one off. Sorry, Denny, I didn't make the cut. Uno says Chuck can park a parallel. Chuck park. I think it's supposed to say can in there. Chuck can parallel park a train.
Remember that one? That was pretty good.
That was pretty good. We'll keep that in there. I think somebody else said that too, which makes me wonder if it's original. Denny says Chuck and Superman agreed to fight. The loser had to wear his underwear on the outside. I don't think Big A's digging that one. I thought it was original. I thought it was kind of funny. But then again, Superman always wears his underwear on the outside. Captain Sugar says, on the 7th day, God rested, and Chuck took over. I didn't get much reaction from Big A on that one. All right, we're going to let that one go.
Like, I don't look at the names because I like all these people, and I know them, and I don't want to, like, go on their jokes.
I shouldn't have showed the names, but we got to have the names so we know who to give the prize to.
How about you just narrow it down to top 5, and I help you pick out of the top 5?
Oh, man, that puts it on me. Okay, so I know there's a few of them that I like a lot. Like Denny OC's here. Chuck went to the Virgin Islands. Now they're just the islands. That was a really good one. I'm going to put a star by that one. That's going to probably make the top list. Let me throw that right here.
The toilet one was pretty good, too.
Which one?
When he uses the toilet, he scares the shit out of it.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let me start back up here. BE says, well, why did Chuck, the roundhouse kicking crypto canine, join the meme coin craze? Because he thought it was time to pause and reflect on his investment strategies. He said that one twice. I put it on here twice, so it must be good, right? Let's keep that one up for now, see if it makes the cut. And I'll do that. I accidentally put that on there twice, so I'm going to take the second one out. Why did Chuck start trading meme coins? Because he's had a rough time on VV. That one just hurts my heart and soul because we've all had a rough time on VV. All right, let's see what else we got here. Nichols says, when Chuck rides a motorcycle, the motorcycle wears a helmet. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one might make the list. Uno Sean says, Chuck once uppercut a horse, and that's when the first giraffe was made. I think that's hilarious. I'm just wondering, is that original? Let me know if that's original. Here, let me refresh my chat here. What's up, Real Goku? Thanks for hanging out. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I should have known better than pulling up a tough game that I'm not supposed to be pulling up during live streams because it's going to crash me. Oh well. Kaija says, Chuck lost his virginity before his parents. I like it. All right. Omi Power says, Chuck brings the moon to him. I've seen that, like I said, that meme before. It's pretty funny, though. Ivan the Terrible says, Chuck mines Bitcoin with paper and pencil. That's pretty good. Abdullah says, Chuck doesn't need protection. Protection needs Chuck. There's a lot of different jokes that are just like that one, but yeah. All right.
They're like, where's Chuck?
Elmer J. Fudd says, what do you get when you cross Chuck and a calculator? A meme token you can count on.
I like that one.
Okay. We'll keep that one on. That one almost didn't make the cut for me. Nichols says, Chuck doesn't dial the wrong number. You just answered the wrong phone. I don't know if I've heard that one before. All right, let's see what else we got. Chuck Norris doesn't flush the toilet. He scares the shit out of it. That's going to be on probably the top 4 right there. Someone says, Chuck's ass wipes the paper after a dump. Gross, but effective. B says, why did Chuck the canine meme coin go to the moon? To prove he's not just barking up the wrong tree. He's aiming for the stars.
Let's see.
I don't know about BE's GPT jokes. I don't know. We got one of them up here. Let's see. Abdullah says, Chuck joke. Why isn't there any BB marketing happening? Because David Yu spends all the funds on Chuck. I mean, I don't want to make David Yu mad at me, so I better not put that one on the list. BE with, why did Chuck the meme coin think he was a better poker player than Tucson? Okay, we should probably take that one off before Tucson gets mad. Luke Gordon says, Chuck Norris counted to infinity twice. That's pretty cool. I like that one.
Yeah.
Chuck can kill 2 stones with 1 bird. I'm going to keep that on here. And let's see. BE's got, why did Chuck the K9 meme coin poop on other meme coins? Because he wanted to leave them in the deuced. He's not just barking up the wrong blockchain. He's marking his territory. Let's see what the other one is. Last one. Why is Chuck the K9 shutting down all the other meme coins? Because he's not just a bark in the park. He's a rough competitor who's here to pause the game and fetch the crown. That's definitely GPT, bro. We know what you're doing. All right. All right, we're narrowing down the list a little bit. Hope BE doesn't get mad that I'm taking some of his off the list. So what do you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ooh, we got 14 on here. So many great jokes. Hard to pick a favorite. I know. We're going to let you guys decide. Let's see. I'm going to have to take a few of these off.
Like the top 4 and then put that like in a poll and
yeah, that's my plan. I just got to figure out what the top 4 are. What's your favorite out of all these? Do you remember one off the top that you liked?
The toilet scares the shit out of it.
All right.
The bird one, the giraffe one.
The giraffe one's good. I'm just wondering, is that original though? Let me know in the chat. Is that an original or is that an old timey Chuck Norris joke? Because I saw somebody else do the exact same joke. All right, let's see.
He counted to infinity. Oh no. The can kill 2 stones with 1 bird. That was pretty good. Huh?
I like this Denny one right here. It says Chuck went to the Virgin Islands. Now they're just the islands.
That's what I said. That one.
That's one of my favorites. And then
Yeah.
he counted to infinity twice. And then you got Chuck's ass wipes the paper after a dump. That kills 2 stones with 1 bird. Count to infinity twice. He doesn't flush the toilet. He scares the shit out. We got that one on there already. Let me go ahead and mark that off. Let's see. Chuck mines Bitcoin with paper and pencil. I kind of like that one. Get rid of these. Chuck rides a motorcycle. The motorcycle wears a helmet. That's another good one. Tom likes Chuck Norris can kill 2 stones with 1 bird. When Chuck take that women out on dates, he always gets to 3rd base. All right. Let me see the one that Tom liked. Can kill 2 stones with 1 bird. All right, we'll throw that on there. That's not bad. All right, I'm gonna narrow this down to 3. For the last one, I'm gonna let you pick. I'm gonna give you my 3 favorites, and I'm gonna let you pick which one to add to the list. All right, Big A.
Okay, so we have 3, and then you're gonna give me 3 to pick the 4th one.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Chuck can kill 2 stones with 1 bird, or Chuck mines Bitcoin with paper and pencil, or when Chuck rides a motorcycle, the motorcycle wears a helmet.
Can kill 2 stones with 1 bird.
You got it. All right. That was Tom's favorite too. So we're going to throw that on the list. This is going to be the top 4 jokes. I'm about to start the poll right now, and you guys in the chat can decide who the winner is. BE says you better pick me. Uh-oh. Start a poll. Best Chuck joke. Chuck. I mean, this one even has Norse in it. That's why I kind of wonder if they looked that up on the internet. All right. Doesn't flush the toilet. Crap. All right. Some of these won't fit on the line, so I'll just read them to you, but I'll start it off so you can pick it. All right. Chuck once uppercut a horse. That's the giraffe joke. We got 2 on there. Got room for 2 more. Chuck went to the Virgin Islands. If you guys haven't joined the Chuck Telegram already, make sure you ask around for the link to that so you can join. That's where a lot of the Chuck holders hang out. Chuck. Sorry,
doesn't a website for Chuck that gives you like the contract address?
Ooh, I don't know exactly what that website is.
wasn't it like chuckonbase.io or something?
Let's check it out. See if that works. Chuckonbase.io. Chuck on base. Looks like it's the right one.
Is that contract address correct?
I know I've got the contract address. We better check that in the description. Hopefully. Oh crap. Oh, I don't want this to crash us again. It looks complicated. But yeah, check out chuckonbase.io. I'll link it here. Make sure that it's the right contract address, that it matches with the contract address in the description. And then there's this video. I'm going to play it, but I'm going to mute it. And see if you guys haven't checked this out already. You can follow the Chuck_on_base quick. The Chuck_on_base Twitter. It's kind of the official Twitter for Chuck. Already got over 7,000 followers, and they got this really cool promo video. They've done a few promo videos that are cool. So there's a lot of excitement, a lot of hype for it. And let's see what's going with the poll. All right, if you want me to read these to you guys again. Yeah, there it is, Chuck on base. Because I know you can only see the first few words of the joke. Here's the jokes. The first one is, Chuck doesn't flush the toilet, he scares the shit out of it. The second one is, Chuck once uppercut a horse, and that's when the first giraffe was made. Third one is, Chuck went to the Virgin Islands, now they're just the islands. And then the last one is, Chuck can kill 2 stones with 1 bird. And right now, Chuck went to the Virgin Islands and Chuck can kill 2 stones with 1 bird are currently tied for first. Let's see. Let's give you I'll give it like 10 minutes. For some reason, every time you smile Big A, it triggers BE. I don't know why. He doesn't like that apparently. TomTom says we're all cheating. I figured everybody was cheating just looking up Chuck jokes on the Google. Oh well. TomTom says here's a classic Chuck Norris drop. I mean joke, I think is what he meant. When Chuck Norris enters a room, he doesn't turn the lights on, he turns the dark off. That is a classic one. I like it. Yeah, some of these might have been stolen. All right, so before we end the stream, the new thing that I'm getting into is the Avalanche meme coins, and I know you've already gotten into it and talked about it a little bit today. What are some good Avalanche meme coins to look into?
I mean, I would start with like some of the top ones. So if you go to Avalanche, you're going to want to trade on Trader Joe, traderjoexyz.com. That's like the main, that's the Uniswap of Avalanche, but Uniswap I think does Avalanche too. Yeah, I think so. But on their front page they have what's called Meme Coin Rush. It's basically like a little contest they did where they took 10 of the top meme coins on Avalanche, and every week for staking them they give you extra rewards. It's being funded by Ava Labs. So if you go to Trader Joe and pick anything from that top 10, you're probably in safe territory. You're not going for anything crazy. Yeah, all those right there.
Yeah.
So Chill Kong, Kimbo, Cock, and you don't have to buy them now. When the market goes down, like it's in a slight pullback right now, meme coins, if it goes down 5%, the meme coins will probably go down 10-15%. That's just, but it does the vice versa. When it goes up 5%, meme coins go up 15-20%. So just monitor some of those top ones and see which one looks like a good entry. I know Tech's down a lot. Cock's been on a little bit of a dip, but I mean they're big coins, big caps, relatively speaking. But when you compare it to like something like a Whiff or a Doge, they have minuscule market caps.
Does the total supply ever come into calculation when you're deciding a new meme coin to buy? Like, do you try to buy stuff that has less than 1 billion total supply, or do you care about that at all?
Supply just affects the actual price that's displayed. At the end of the day, market cap is probably more important. And market cap and volume, because you don't want to buy into something that nobody's trading, because people are going to get bored with it and then they're just going to dump it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then that goes back to the social aspect. What's the community behind it? How active they are. That's why I like Chuck. It's not crazy volume yet, but you see a lot of everywhere I go, I'm seeing a lot of like people talking about Chuck and whatnot. So I think you could do well.
Yeah, I hope they can keep the hype up on that. Do some more
Yeah.
promotions and get the community to grow. So if you're just joining Chuck, just buying it for the first time, be sure to join the Telegram so that you're part of the community. Or if not that, at least follow them on Twitter. Maybe retweet a little bit here and there and be involved in the community. All right, let's see where the poll's at right now. All right, right now, Chuck can kill 2 stones with 1 bird is currently leading. I feel like none of these are original. Oh well, that's all good. BE says, need to do a few things. Big A, you coming on to show us your Maserati roar?
Uh, it's no, it's an Aston Martin.
I know.
I had him. Actually, you ever seen the movie The Mechanic?
I haven't.
With Jason, Jason Statham, the action star.
Yep.
He did a movie called The Mechanic, and I had a Maserati Quattroporte, and it was filmed here in New Orleans.
Oh, nice.
So they used my car for a day. So like in one of the opening scenes, there's like a big drug dealer. He gets picked up from a private plane in a black Maserati Quattroporte. That's actually my actual car. I got like $1,300 for letting him use it for the day.
What? That's
Yeah.
his actual car. That is crazy. Now I gotta watch the movie so I can see it. Alchemist says, where can you buy Chuck? You can buy Chuck on Uniswap. We were talking about earlier some of these Telegram bots. I use Shuriken. You could buy it through the Shuriken bot. The link to that is in the description. But if you just want to buy it off of Uniswap, you just have to make sure that you put your Ethereum and your MetaMask on the Base network. So what a lot of people new to it will do is buy Ethereum on Coinbase, for example, and then transfer that to their MetaMask. You just have to make sure that when you transfer it, that you change the network from Ethereum to Base.
Yeah.
Then go on
And
to
you can-
Unis. Sorry, go ahead.
You can go to base and like with one click add it, or you can just manually copy paste the address and stuff.
Yeah, if you go to your, I don't know if I want to pull up my MetaMask here on stream, but if you go to your MetaMask on the top left where it has all the networks, you'll click on that and you won't see Base, but you'll just go down here to add network. I don't have it on here. Let me put it right here. Boom. Let me pull this up one more time. Show you where once you go up here to your top left where you go to your networks. If it's not already on there, and it probably won't be originally, you'll just go down here to add network, and Base is one of the ones that are automatic. All you got to do is click on Base and it'll just automatically add the network, just like you would if you were changing from Ethereum to the Matic network, which I'm sure a lot of people have done in the past. All right,
They manually do mine, but I did it a while back.
and there's a website too. I forget the website is, but there's a website where you has a button on the bottom. You click it and it adds it to your MetaMask for you.
Yeah, it was in the Web3 Discord. I think it's like on Basecamp.
What's up, Muhammad? Good to see you in the chat. He's got the Aston Martin badge. Let's go. He wants to know, does Shuriken work on mobile? You use yours on mobile, don't you?
Yeah. So like, some people are different than me. Like my hot stuff, I kind of keep on only on my mobile because I think Apple's pretty safe as far as like getting hacked and keylogged and everything. So I feel a little bit safer on Apple. So I do almost everything mobile for like my hot wallet, lower money stuff. My long-term stuff is elsewhere.
Gotcha. And me personally, I do everything on PC. And the nice thing about the Shuriken bot is it shows you how much you're up or how much you're down on a trade. So this is what the trade that I got into this morning, and I think I put $30 into it, and now it's at 34.61. So it tells you right there that you're up 4.2%. Tells you all the market cap, price, liquidity, all that information is right there for you. And you can trade on most of the chains: Ethereum, Base, Blast, AVAX, and Solana. Have you done anything on Blast?
Not yet. It was super hyped before it came out. It had so much total value locked in. There's so much ETH staked on it, but it kind of flopped right out the gate. All the NFTs that they thought were going to shoot to the moon. It's just not NFT season right now. I mean, I've got pretty uber wrecked on NFTs, on Ethereum, on Solana,
On BB?
I got the secret rare miles for $50.
So yeah, that's
I'm
true. You're good
It's
on
gonna
that
happen.
one. It just took a little bit of luck. Let's go.
Yeah, I got like the ultimate luck, so I'll be good on BB for a while. But I think, NFTs will come. But yeah, I haven't really done anything on Blast. It's it's a solid chain. And it looks like it's now starting to get a little bit of excitement behind it. Um, but I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't got on Blast myself either, but I am looking for new chains to get onto. That's why I got onto AVAX, and I'm looking at Injection and the other one that I always forget the name of, Manta. But I feel like, and I could be wrong here, of course, I'm no expert, but I feel like the way that NFTs were super big and pumped really hard during the last cycle, that meme coins are the NFTs of this cycle.
Yeah, that's what it's starting to look like. That what NFTs did, especially like the NFTs, um, last cycle, they still I don't know that they'll do that. I think they'll still do well and they'll have their time, but it seems like just meme coins are the what getting all the attention. And it's actually helping like the chains that they're on. Like that's why Avalanche did the meme coin rush, because they realized like meme coins on Avalanche is actually bringing volume and trading and attention to it. So they're the first one to like come in and say, "Oh, well, all these meme coins, we're going to give you an extra benefit if you stake it." So they're actually embracing it. And then 2 days later on Q, I think BNB on the Binance Smart Chain, they announced where they're going to give staking rewards. So I think you're going to start seeing that where like all the different chains are going to start kind of throwing an arm around the meme coins and embracing them, because there's a secondary benefit. All that trading is generating fees and activity and volume. So,
Yeah,
um,
absolutely. Like I said, I feel like they're the NFTs of this cycle. BE's got a change of plans. He has to go to Orlando, so he's going to be streaming around 3. If you guys are not already subscribed to BE's YouTube channel, the Informant YouTube channel, he'll be live around 3, probably doing some of the Muzzle Run tournaments. So make sure you guys are checking it out. Tom is digging Saturday's drop. We got a new Spider-Man dropping on BB. I think that one's going to sell out right away and probably go above retail. So I'll be streaming that drop. I'll be going for it. Muhammad wants to know, are you still holding your Miles Morales?
oh yeah, yeah. It's easy though when it only costs me like the drop price. If I had bought it at like 5-6 thousand, um, and I was still up like 2-3x my money, I would still be like, maybe I'll get rid of it.
Right.
But it's held extremely well.
Yeah,
They
that's
had
it.
one. I'm not, but a week or two ago. Of course, one's listed lower right now, but um, it's held its value pretty strong.
Yeah, the girls have been doing all right on VB. Everything else, though, not so much. Chris Watson says, are we allowed to give people a heads up on the new nano cap tokens? I've got a good one. Yeah, those are my favorite kind. Let me know what it is and let me know what blockchain it's on. Muhammad wants to know, do you think Venom will be above retail? Venom? Whenever they finally have it come out. If you're talking about the Venom that you have to burn the Marvel Mighties for, what's your consideration of retail? Because for retail, you got to buy 2 different collectibles, then you have to buy 2 different symbiote crafting items, and then you have to pay another 50 gems. So the retail is like 170 gems. I don't know. What do you think about the Venom? Is that one you're excited about? And are you going to be crafting it? And do you think it'll be more than 170 in the secondary market?
So I thought the Venom was he's talking about the black symbiote
The
Spider-Man. Isn't
Saturday?
that?
That's not Venom, is it?
Oh, okay.
I mean,
So I'm not.
I think that's what he's talking about, but I don't think it's actually Venom. It's Spider-Man in the black suit.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not a Marvel expert, so maybe that is Venom. Are you going for Saturday's drop?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it because it looks like, Ghost Spider did well. I mean, your worst case scenario, you broke even. You had a free ticket for a chance at like a good mint number that got you a lot of money. So I'm always down for that. And I think this will at least do that, if not better. And it looks really cool. I wasn't a fan of the Ghost Spider, but I do like the Black Spider-Man.
Yeah, the
Um,
animation's pretty cool. It does his little thwip or whatever with the web, and he's not sitting on a light post. Tom's still talking about his poop. Says maybe I will buy Comey back up. But I hate making Chavez make money. That's why I dumped Comey anyway. That's a good reason to dump it. But no, if it goes to 0005, I've always said I'd buy some. Even though now I'm Not sure I want to, but that was like my promise, so I have to. So if it goes down to 0005, I might buy me some Omi tokens, maybe $1 million worth. Not $1 million worth at all, definitely not. But like a million Omi tokens, which would be like $500 worth.
I think Randy's Rails are gonna buy the $1 million worth.
They always say that, and it never really happens. Why do you think it's not an FA? Well, that's a good question. Because it's Spider-Man, it's not Venom. I don't know. Why is it not first appearance? I don't even know technically if it's Spider-Man or Venom. Let's see what Muhammad says about it. I'm talking about the Spidey Venom on the lamppost. Is that Venom? Where's our Marvel experts at? I think it's just Spider-Man in a black suit, just like the Amazing Spider-Man 252 comic. But I think that's one that was really hot because of that black suit. Even in the physical world, that comic did real well when it was the first appearance of Spider-Man in the black suit, whether it's Venom or not. So I think that this collectible is going to do really good too.
Isn't it a symbiote? Because some of that Venom stuff's in the suit or something, right?
Symbiote Spider-Man, but is he Spider-Man or Venom?
Right. Well, no, he's still Spider-Man, I believe, but isn't like Venom come from like something that's in the suit and that's in that symbiote suit? I don't know.
If so, then maybe it should be first appearance.
I don't know. I'm probably sounding dumb. I don't know.
No, I don't know enough about it either. We need a Marvel guy on here. A Bitcoin BMW says Chuck and Gargle peanut butter. I knew that was one y'all looked up on Google because somebody else said that one earlier too. That's a good one though. But we got the poll going right now for you guys to pick who the winner of the 10K Chuck is. Spider-Man's the best drop since Vader. Yeah, but we got a million Spider-Mans. There's only one Vader drop so far. I think Vader's super undervalued. The ultra rare, it's been dropping. It's like under 300 gems now. I haven't put money on VV in a long time, but I will buy up Spider-Man's. A lot of people will buy those up. Is Cavell Anderson still in the Omi discussion for $1? I thought he was saying $10. He might have brought his price prediction down to $1. I haven't checked lately on his prediction. The dev is motivated and in the Telegram all day. I think I missed your call, Chris Watson. Let us know which token you're talking about. News Now Marijuana, he's a little bit of an extra. Say it's Peter Parker Spider-Man. He's just in a symbiote suit. Okay, so we already have a Peter Parker Spider-Man drop, the first Spider-Man drop, so it makes sense that it wouldn't get an FA then. All right, let's check the poll. It looks like the winner is going to be Chuck can kill 2 stones with 1 bird. Let's find out who it was that gave us that joke. Chuck can kill 2 birds, 1 stone.
That was probably
It was Tito 420.
Tito.
Tito 420, the OG VV collector. Get a hold of me, Tito 420, either in my Discord or on Twitter or in the Chuck Telegram, so I can get your base wallet address and send you over 10,000 Chuck. You are the winner, whether you found it off of Google or not. I guess it don't matter. I think everybody found theirs off of Google. So let's go. Congratulations to Tito 420. Chris Watson, I'm still waiting for the actual coin. He says the dev is motivated, 200K market cap. But what's the coin? I haven't seen the coin yet. There's Tito 420. Congratulations. Let's go. You win the joke off with a nice Chuck joke. Make sure you guys are sharing your Chuck jokes on Twitter to pump the coin up a little bit, because that's kind of like the whole meme with Chuck. It's got a lot of jokes that go along with it. The symbiote is Venom, I believe. I mean, this seems to be a little bit debatable there. Some people say it's Peter Parker. It's Peter Parker with Venom on him. I don't know. It's complicated. Congrats to Tito 420. Chris Watson, I don't want to cut you off. I want to see what that actual coin is before I end the stream. You've been talking about it for a while, but I haven't seen the actual coin itself. Let us know what the coin is called and the chain that it's on. Tom says, I hate putting money on VV. I put a little bit of money on VV because it was from meme coin profits. I think I took out 200 of meme coin profits and put it into VV. I took out 200 meme coin profits and bought a little bit of pork, bought a little bit of, put some money into Photo Finish Live. So meme coins have been good to me lately over the last couple months, and hopefully when the halving happens or leading up to the halving, the meme coins will really pop off. That's why I try to keep a little bit of a bag on everything that I've gotten into.
Yeah.
Muhammad said, oh, sorry, go ahead.
That's kind of was my strategy for this this bull run. I have like my main bags that I really don't touch, and they do really well. But I kind of call it like planting seeds method, where I just buy into a bunch of different projects, a decent amount to where if they pop off, it's gonna do well. But you know, the more seeds you plant, the more chances you have at hitting one of those, or you can call them moon bags or whatever.
Yeah.
So it doesn't hurt to kind of like plant little stacks everywhere.
Yep, that's my move too. Although I did kind of consolidate a lot of my little bags into Chuck because I feel like Chuck is going to do really well. Hopefully, we're right
Yeah.
about that. I don't know. We'll see. As of right now, it's going down a little bit, but I think all the meme coins kind of do that. You got a lot of people that are going to get in and try to get out as soon as possible. All the symbiotes have their own names. Okay, I know there's like Venom and Carnage. Bought Pork, Sody, Comey. I don't own any on me right now, but like I said, if it goes to 0005, I'll pick some up. All right, Chris Watson, I got to give up on you, bro. I was waiting before I ended the stream to hear that coin you're talking about. Now it's going to be bugging me all day. I want to know what it is. It's probably something that's going to 100x, and I'll never know, and I won't be able to buy none. Hit me up on Twitter or in the Discord or in the Telegram. Oh, here it is. Boy F on Solana. It's called Boyf. I'm going to look it up real quick before we end the stream. Let's see what Boyf is all about. He said it's a 200K market cap, I think. Distracted Boy F.
On Solana, that's small, so it could have good upside. Something that small.
See, this one always bothers me too because there's always more than one of the same coin. Do you always just go for the one that's the Otis? That's what I've been doing.
No, I kind of try and look at the liquidity and
Oh yeah, this one's got more liquidity. Check. He said 200K market cap. Let's see if this matches.
like that Kong one on Avalanche.
Yeah.
They had 11 Kongs launch before the actual Kong, like nonstop trying to like get people to think that was the actual Kong.
That's ridiculous. All right, we finally found it, Chris Watson. It's called Boy F. We found the original one or the right one. Let's see what the token, what the chart looks like. I like to go to the 1 minute chart and then zoom out to 5 days. And I like to look for stuff that's dipping a little bit. Zooming it out now. There we go. Let's see. Big A, do you have it pulled up? And let me know what you think about it.
Hold on, let me pull it up on deck screener.
Looks like it did have a pretty big dip today, which means it could be a good time to get into it. 24-hour volume is 30,000. There's 613 holders. 22K liquidity doesn't seem like a lot. But I don't know if that matters at all, really.
I mean, you have a nice ascending chart. Liquidity locked, decent amount. Pull back on the 6 hour. Looks like. Yeah, I mean, you can see the in the 1 hour. Let's look down 15 minutes. We still have this trend. It looks decent. Until it rolls over and breaks that pattern, it looks like it's a decent pattern.
Yeah, this is something I wouldn't mind throwing in 20, 30, 40 bucks into, maybe 20 or 30 bucks, because that's what I like to do is hope to get lucky on a bunch of little $20 plays.
I think your biggest risk here, if you look at the 5 minute, one maker, one transaction, 1 hour, 13 transactions, 9 makers. So there's not a lot of volume. You look at the transactions, there's 7 minutes without a transaction. Someone just bought, I don't know if that was you.
That was
Another 8 minutes between that transaction. So there's not a lot of volume. So that always could be a situation where people get impatient and just a big dump comes in. So that's your biggest con, I guess. Your
Yes.
biggest risk.
So something like this, whenever I hear about something like this, my next move is going to be to look it up on Twitter, see what people are talking about, see what the original Twitter looks like, see if it's got a Telegram, join the Telegram, and then make my decision from there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Chart looks good.
Yep.
Volume's low, but liquidity locked. They have a Twitter, a Telegram that you can check out. So yeah, this could be a decent target.
Awesome. All right, guys. This was our meme coin stream for the day. There were several people in my Discord that wanted me to do a meme coin stream to show some of the meme coins that I'm buying and talk to them about how to buy them, whether it be Uniswap for Chuck or getting the Shuriken Telegram bot as well. And a big shout out to Big A for joining us and for co-hosting with me. I appreciate you, bro. Thanks a lot. Is there anything you want to add before you end in the stream?
Thanks for having me on. I mean, I'm not like an expert. I'm just someone who's like been in crypto. I'm definitely not an expert. So hopefully that was helpful to somebody.
I think you're very helpful. I don't think there's any experts in the meme game. We're all just out here having fun, but it seems like it's the new exciting thing to get into. It used to be going for VV drops was super exciting. They've kind of lost steam a little bit. They're not as fun anymore, but these meme coins can be pretty exciting, especially if you hit one that 10x's for you.
Yeah, yeah, and it's possible.
Yeah.
That's what's nice. That possibility's there.
All right, everybody in the chat, thanks for hanging out with us. Sorry for the technical difficulties earlier. That usually happens in my streams. If you're new here, you'll get used to it. But I will see y'all on Saturday and Sunday. I'll be live streaming the VV drops those days. And until then, have a great week.
All right, later.
Later.